The environment and the wildlife are a big part of what we do here, and to be able to put something back and contribute by captive breeding or rehab work that we do here is just part of it.
The birds like to be up in the high canopy, so we build high aviaries for them, but then that leads to issues when it comes to catching.
These all come from stock that were caught from the wild on Long Island, a pest-free island in Queen Charlotte Sound.
I've got one.
We didn't want to use existing captive kakariki because there's always the risk that there may have been some contamination with red crowns and that they wouldn't be pure. See here, these yellow-fronted parakeet have the yellow above the bill, and they've also got this lovely red patch on the flank here. The smaller of the two New Zealand parakeets on the mainland. Lovely. So there's the white band already on that one. They've also got a very tough little bill for cracking seeds, and you can see what he's doing to my finger there. That hurts.
There you go. You might be the little one.
Now I want to give this bird a single white band, as we will with all of the young birds that are. There's a snug fit on the leg like that. We just want it nice and tight so it doesn't get caught up on any vegetation. In through this sneaky little door. These boxes have been specially designed for transferring birds. So in this box we now have 3 kakariki, and that's the way they'll travel on the helicopter right through to the national park.
Say farewell to these birds that are starting a new life in a new place. We bless them to keep them well and healthy and strong as they breed and grow and increase in their new home. Their song and their delight of flickering through the bush will be seen by many more people again and again.
12 young that they've raised over the summer, and we've banded them, and we've put them into little travel boxes ready for the helicopter flight through to Abel Tasman. So you're very successful, 12 healthy looking youngsters ready to go.
Having the opportunity to bring birds back and to start to add to the populations that have either disappeared completely from the park or just here in a handful of numbers, that's pretty special.
So here at Wainui we have a purpose-built aviary. Putting them in an aviary and leaving them for a few days before releasing them is an anchoring technique.
There you go.
Right, well, it's a great pleasure to welcome you all. I think you all know how special this occasion is for us. 2.5 years into the project, and most of that time focused on how do we control the problems in the park. And now we feel confident enough to take the first step in terms of returning birds to the park. And these yellow-crowned kakariki are going to be our ambassadors for that.
So this is a significant release because it's the first time we're releasing them onto the mainland. In the past, the kakarikis have been released onto offshore islands that are predator-free. So we've now reached a milestone where we have a site on the mainland that is suppressed with predators to the point where these kakarikis will flourish.
Well, we've got some nasties out there. Stoats, rats, wasps, and they're out there and they have decimated our bird life, our invertebrate life.
The main thrust has been to get control of rats and stoats in particular in this area, and so we put a network of traps in here covering 5,000 hectares December before last. So those traps have been operational for about 15 months now, and that's held the stoat populations down nicely. But we're going to need to continue that control.
Once they get established here in Abel Tasman, we expect them to take off. So yeah, we'll expect to see less color-banded and more non-banded, which we know will be produced here. So now, when you see a white-banded kakariki in Abel Tasman National Park, you'll know that it was bred at Lochmara and released into Abel Tasman in 2014.